My car smells like garbage. Garbage. That was close. The whole car smells like old, maybe like an old lamb. There was slop, there was food, there was gross, squishy. I don't like touching gross things. I have a lot of sensory issues. There was another huntsman. I've got 2 buckets in case I feel sick. Old food. The grossest part of the job. Yes, the person who does not know how to clean has become a professional cleaner. I'm gonna blow the house up. Bathroom, bare hands, toilet, bare hands, and then I forgot to wash my hands. This is a new series of how a rookie with ADHD and a lifetime of trauma is working solo as a cleaner, which involves every executive function possible. I've got 0 experience. Even amongst the fear of the bug, this new way of thinking. That was close. Well, you need to take a breath. I was hoping I'd get a key to the bin, but and regather our thoughts. I have a key, and the key is not the key for the bin. I moved the bin today. The wins and pitfalls. This method for really gross stuff, high to rich places, and the bug. I'm a cleaner because our rent got jacked up $130. The day in the life of a cleaner.
Welcome to Dunwater, making Dullsville fun.
I have this idea. Somehow I clean. $130. They just thought we had $130 just like lying around. Like if we had $130 lying around for rent, do you think we'd be renting the apartment we're currently renting? We'd be in a nicer place.
What if you don't want to get near the spiders? What if you don't want to get near the gross stuff? Put this on the end of your extender pole. You can clean at a distance.
I love doing office cleans. Office cleans are my favorite. We have to take the bins with us. There's all the trash in my boot. One of them, I have to open the window. Oh, it's bad. It's not like putrid bad, it's like food. Like sort of like it would have been nice food. It's a spicy, so strong, and it's been sitting in my car for the past half an hour. My whole car smells like old, maybe like an old lamb. I don't like touching gross things. I have a lot of sensory issues. I wear the gloves and a mask. Again, sensory issues. I ran out of gloves right when it was time to clean the toilet. That's disgusting. I put a lot of hand sanitizer on. I had to touch it because I forgot my gloves. And then you forget your gloves at the most important part of the journey. And then you get disgusting stuff all over your hands. And then you wash the bathroom sink several times. Because I washed the sink, I had it all planned out that if I wash the sinks, but I use my gloves when I clean the toilet, I won't need to wash my hands, so I won't need to clean the sink again. I didn't forget my gloves, that's the thing. I put a whole bunch of gloves in my box, and I don't know why I ran out. I used one set of gloves for the office part, and then I used a second set of gloves for the reception part. I'm pretty sure I put more than 4 gloves, so maybe my gloves are somewhere at office, I don't know. My goal next week is to not forget gloves. I got attacked today by a giant cockroach. I am so glad I brought bug spray. Cockroach, it was that big and it was fat and thick. It was like, had this hunchback. It was stealth. It's like he was smart. This one was intelligent, but you know, he was at a doctor's office. They had wings. Oh, I got 3 garbage bags in the back. I double bagged. I actually like quadrupled the bags. Oh, that was like an event. Oh, gross. That cockroach was just super big. Oh, anyway, I was disinfecting desks. I went down this long hallway and then I saw this big fat cockroach hiding in the corner, but he was so big he could not hide. But I thought he was dead because he played dead. Like usually a bug will like run. This bug did not run. He looked like he was missing a leg. Thought, or maybe he is dead. and I freaked out eating. Then I looked at it again and it moved. And I was like, oh my goodness, it's alive. So, Mortine. Always be prepared. If you're gonna clean, you must have bug spray, unless you're not afraid of bugs. Unless you like bugs. No offense to anybody that like loves bugs. I just can't do it. It just overcomes me. I'm overwhelmed. It's like a real phobia. Oh my goodness, I can't deal with this. I was hoping I'd get a key to the bin, but I have a key and the key is not the key for the bin. Did you ever watch Family Ties? Daughter had a boyfriend and he made things from garbage. Oh. That was close. Always have one of these. I don't know what it was a flying bug. Oh, because of the gross trash that's in my car. Doesn't smell this week. I was very careful to not mess up my new lapel mic. Even amongst the fear of the bug, GoPro first. It was right here too, it was right near my head. If that was like a spider and it was a flying bug, and I'm less scared of flying bugs. I walked in, shut the door and saw a snake, and it was right behind the door. Pet stores are the worst. I had this job as a pet food specialist. My job was to go into various pet stores, tell people about the lovely wide world of premium pet food product. I don't remember a toilet. It was a staffed toilet that was clean. You know, you had to do the hovel. There was one that was stacked with old newspapers. There was kitty litter coming out of everyone's ears, and there was cats in there, and the cats were using the litter tray, so it smelled like cat litter. There's no ventilation. To get in the cubicle, you had to slide yourself through, and there was usually no toilet paper. There was another one. When I got in there, I noticed something behind the door. It was a snake. Oh, and it was huge. It was this thick. And it was as long as this car, and it was moving. It was a snake to sell. I don't know who wants to buy a snake that big, but a snake in the pet store, for some reason they thought they would give it some like free range time, and they put it in the staff toilet and didn't tell me. Like, it's the only time in the world I can thank my anxiety was the thing that got my flight mode on. I was out of there. Boom, gone. This bug, this cockroach, it fluttered around with its little wings. I got my Mortine, and he moved into the boss's big office. So he was basically guarding the door. So I just left him there. So I went and cleaned other things. But then as I went and cleaned other things, a gecko came out. Yes, I'm afraid of it. Ooh, the dinosaur. I got Mortine this week. I think I'm gonna Mortine this car, because I don't want any of those things crawling out on me while I'm driving. Death by trash bag. There's been a spider in this corner, I think, for about 6 months. I didn't want to bother him. I moved the bin today, and because I got such a long reach, I also have great courage. For really gross stuff, high to rich places, and the bugs. Oh, come on. Last thing I want to do is rip somebody else's bin bags open. Whoa, with suctions. The worst part about the whole job is there was another huntsman spider, and this trash has been sitting in the car for half an hour. Oh my goodness, I just freaked myself out. It's just this. There was a second huntsman. Not just a spider. This place has spiders. No, it has huntsmen. It basically has dinosaurs. So I got attacked by a bug. I used my bug spray. It took me half the session to get the courage, get my backpack back on, take the nozzle off, and have a big long pole and suck it up. Then the gecko scared me, so then I ran away. What I did with the gecko, I quickly grabbed the bin that he was near so he didn't get near that bin. I still needed to empty it. And then I grabbed all my bags and I zipped everything up so that he didn't get in there. Go away. I got the courage to finally face the dead cockroach. I got my long extension pole, and I thought I have to just aim the nozzle at him, and I shut my eyes so he wasn't getting sucked up. You were supposed to feel him come through the pole, and I didn't feel it, and I was like, oh, so I kept knocking it and knocking it and knocking it, trying to like get him,
without looking because I couldn't do it. When I finally got the accuracy and I felt him go up the hose pipe, I fully lost the plot. And that would have been great to have had on film. And then my phone ran out of storage, so you didn't get the scream, but I screamed.
I sucked up the dead huntsman through my long extension pole cleaner. Oh, I had to really, I keep thinking there's one behind me. I had to really psych myself up and to make sure it was dead. So I tried to scare it and it didn't move. So they must have had pest control come through or something, and they're crawling out now just to die, and they're just leaving them there for me. I mean, I guess I'm the cleaner, but I didn't sign up for huntsman spiders. It's like...
Now geckos will eat cockroach, but I didn't think he would want to eat him with that much mortine on him. And then it might hurt the gecko. You know, we don't want the gecko to die, we want the gecko to live. It's like I like the idea of them. For some reason, I feel like they're a miniature snake. Full on freak out I had. That was exhilarating. And then I went into another office and then there was another gecko and I fully lost the plot. And he's so small. And just the fact that he moved, oh! I was gonna like clean the seals, but I didn't clean that room's seals because I was just had enough for one day. I don't know what's about them. I need therapy or something over this. I survived. The place is now bug free. We didn't put our bin out this week, so we have last week's office garbage in our bin and our personal rubbish was in our house. We're still trying to figure out what to do with it. But it was a bad week to forget to put the bins out. We're going away, so we're going to miss the bins again. So I'm gonna have 3 weeks of office garbage because now I got another load of garbage which can't go anywhere, so I don't know where it's gonna go. I forgot to cook my beef strips. A kilo of beef strips has been sitting in my fridge. Ooh, coming up to 3 weeks, I think. And a piece of fish, so fresh, it's not smelling at the moment because it's in a nice container. So I'm gonna throw that glass container out, but I wanted to put it in our bin on bin day, but we both forgot to put the bin out. Now we've got 2 full bins worth of garbage, but only 1 bin to put it in. Our garbage is in the house and I have raw fish and raw beef strips. I think that food's just gonna have to stay in my fridge. Our food's just gonna have to stay in our house. The garbage from last week will just have to stay in our bin, and the garbage from this week's gonna have to be bagged up really good and put in our shed. And then while I'm away, driving back to the Gold Coast to do this office again. So I'm just going to work during my holiday, which means I'm going to have a 3rd bin. Take that home, put that in the shed. I don't know how we're gonna get rid of this because even when we get back, the bin can only get taken out once a week. So I've been looking up the tip and I can't understand the tip. Does anyone understand the rules of the tip on the Gold Coast? I don't understand the Gold Coast City Council's website. What's the deal?
Straight after work, some dude behind us drove right up the back of us.
Somebody hit the back of our car. Not only was the office whipped clean, we whipped clean our car.